Samford's men's basketball season is off to a hot start, and that means Bucky Ball is back. The Bulldogs are building off an historic run last season, one that saw a program record 29 wins, our first SoCon tournament championship, and a return to the NCAA tournament. We have high hopes to be back in the madness this March, and that's our focus as we tip off the new year on Beck's Bench. Well, Happy New Year, Samford. Welcome to 2025 and to the 34th episode of Beck's Bench. I'm Samford President Beck Taylor. Well, as promised, we're talking basketball, and here with me today are Samford guard and fan favorite Rylan Jones and our men's head basketball coach, the SoCon Coach of the Year 3 times running, Bucky McMillan. And we're filming today here in the Pete Hanna Center, home to our Bulldogs. Well, Coach Bucky, tonight's the night. We get to start defending our SoCon championship tonight against the Citadel. We own one of the country's longest home winning streaks at 25 games. What's it going to take to make another run at a conference title this year?
Our team's got to be locked in. And when I mean our team, it's not just the players on the floor, not just the coaches, it's everybody. And our students have played such a massive impact here of making this one of the toughest places to play, not just in the SoCon, but the entire country. Our goal is to never lose a game here. Let's start that in SoCon play tonight.
Well, we're here in the Pete Hanna Center today, but just a few steps to my right is a brand new facility, the Bashinsky Fieldhouse, which now serves as the dedicated practice facility for basketball. How important is a facility like that for our team and our program right now?
Well, if you're really going to be an elite basketball program, you got to have a place your players can get in and practice all the time. Because we have gym rats. We recruit guys who love to play. And when they see our practice facility and with all the things we're doing to it, it's top notch. And they can get in it all hours. And when you're recruiting and they see this, they know that Samford is serious about athletics.
One of those gym rats is right to your right, Rylan Jones. Welcome. It's good to see you. We call it Bucky Ball. You got an experience with it last year. You're a veteran now. Lots of new faces on the team. What is so fun about Bucky Ball, and why does it pose such a challenge to our competitors?
It's really fun because it's a unique style of basketball that not very many people, if not we're the only team in the country that really plays that way. We play really fast, like to score a lot of points, and then the defense 94 feet makes it really hard on opposing teams. They get worn out, and we play 10, 11 guys, and we're going to go hard, and we're going to make it really hard on you the whole night, and at the end of the night, we're usually going to come out victorious because we've exhausted you, and that's our plan. You've
exhausted your opponents, and you've also exhausted the fans as well. I always feel like I've played in a basketball game at the end of the games. It's so fun to watch. Bucky, when you came on board a few years ago, you said that we wanted to win a SoCon tournament championship. We wanted to get to the NCAA tournament. We did that last year. How does that motivate you and then subsequently motivate the team for this year?
Well, when you do something like that, and it was Samford's first in men's basketball since joining the SoCon to get to the NCAA tournament. And I always say this, once you do it, there's a target on your back. I've said it before, right? You try to climb the mountain, then when you climb the mountain, you are the mountain. And it makes it more fun that way. People can say it's more challenging, but that's great because when people see Samford on their schedule, it's a big red circle on it saying, hey, we're going to be ready to get those guys. And our guys know that we got to bring our best performance every night. And we relish that. Pressure's a privilege, and it's a privilege to be in the spot we're in because we'd love to get back to that NCAA tournament. We'd love to do that all the time. And so to do that, it's going to take great play every night.
Rylan, I'd love to hear a little bit more of your Samford story. You didn't start your career at Samford, but you made it to us last year. What's it been like here playing basketball for Bucky, but also just the general Samford experience you've had?
I've loved every second of it. I wish I would have came here sooner, honestly. It's been my favorite spot of the colleges that I've been. And, credit to the basketball, but it's all about the people and the culture of Samford. And starting with you, and just the people that I've met here are just unbelievable. And I'm just super thankful that I had the opportunity to come here. And the opportunity to have another year here has been amazing. and I've loved every second of it. And I'm going to cherish, the next 3 or 4 months that I got here. And I'm just super excited and thankful that, my journey took me to Samford.
Yeah, well, we're excited and thankful that you're here. Bucky, I know tournament championships are important. Making it to the NCAAs is important. But what's it like being able to mentor and coach student athletes like Rylan and other members of the team? What's that like for you?
Samford has some of the most pure people in the world. And I coached a player a couple of years ago who's now doing very well. And he came here. He transferred. He'd been a couple places. And someone asked him about Samford. And he said, it's the most genuine people that I've ever encountered on a day-to-day basis. And I know that I'm a Birmingham guy, and a lot of my friends who went to Samford are great friends of mine. But I, even being a Birmingham guy, didn't quietly grasp the totality of it all. Just everyone that you encounter is for you and is genuine. And sure, we've won 3 SoCon championships the past couple of years, but our first year we were not very good. And I had so many people there that genuinely were there through the good and the bad. And that's what this place is like. And that's the athletes that we recruit. We want them to fit our school. We want good people. We want people who, that when they leave this university and they say, I went to Samford, people say, I want to be that. There's something special about that student athlete. And it's been unique. None better than this one right here.
Well, gentlemen, good luck tonight. I hope we avoid a Beck's Bench jinx and you get that all-important first conference win this year. I implore everybody watching, let's pack the Pete the rest of the season. Come out and support your Bulldogs, Coach Bucky McMillan and the men's team, and Coach Carly Coons and the women's team. And as Bucky says, when the Pete is packed, it's the toughest place to play in the conference. Well, that's a wrap for this edition of Beck's Bench. We'll see you again in February. Until then, God bless you, God bless Samford, and as always, go Bulldogs.